Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the realest and cheekiest channel on the TL. Today, we're doing an Overwatch 2 character tier list. Now, I'm going to base this off of my personal experience within the game as a solo support player. So, yeah, let's get right into this. Alright, we're going to go in alphabetical order just because it's the easiest here. Me personally, Anna. Okay, this one's hard for me because I play support, and I would love to put her in S tier. She's like the third character I would play, but because of Kiriko coming into meta, I would have to put her. I'll put her in A. The only reason I'm not putting her in B is because she's still not obsolete. Yeah, Kiriko basically counters, but sometimes people don't know how to play Kiriko, or you know, if you're a decent Ana, you can time it. So I'll put her in A. For Ashe, I've been seeing a lot of Ashe gameplay recently, but I don't think she's the strongest DPS out there, if you get what I'm saying. And in terms of snipers, I mean, there's 3 other characters better than her. I'm gonna put her in B tier. And Bob's easy to counter. You just hide for as long as you can and then go back to the fight. But any character with immortality is S tier, so no need for that. S tier Bastion. From my experience, you put turret form on and you can pretty much mow everyone down. So Brigitte, I'm gonna have to put her in C tier. Honestly, I'm gonna put her in D tier because I haven't seen many Brigittes in comp, and when someone picks her, she dies immediately. So she's not that good this season, honestly. Oh my god, Cassidy. Okay, Cassidy's going in S tier only because his nade tracks. If it wasn't for his nade, he would be in A, and that's because I don't feel like his ultimate is as good as it was. So, I mean, it's the same thing, but you know, Doomfist. Okay. There's some controversy around Doomfist, right? But the Doomfist that I've seen, like, if you know how to play Doomfist, he's good. So the Doomfist, I'm gonna be safe and put him in B because he can be good, and he can also be trash. Again, D.Va is one of those tanks that, like, isn't as strong as any of the other tanks. I mean, she's got a one-off ult. Yeah, you could say she has 2 lives, but realistically, in terms of dive tanks, she's not that good in terms of dive tanks. And I'm gonna drop her down to C, honestly, just because Doomfist is, I think, better than D.Va. Echo. Only put. See, I don't think Echo has that much potential as a DPS. However, The only reason I'm putting her in B is because that is an extra tank on the map. If you can duplicate a tank, that changes the game. So, Genji. I hate Genji. I really do. And because I hate Genji and because I suck with Genji, I'm going to put him in D tier. Every Genji I've encountered, I've killed. That may be because I main Moira, but Genji's bad. So, D tier. Hanzo. Only reason Hanzo would be in C tier is because recon. You know, there's not many legends with recon abilities. But, I mean, he is a one-shot character. Because this is my personal experience with characters, I'm going to put him in A. He has one-shot capabilities. But a lot of the times I get one-shotted, I watch the cam, and he wasn't even aiming for me. So I'm going to put him in A. Junker Queen, off rip, D tier. You know, they added in these new characters, but Kiriko just counters Junker Queen. You know, they did give us another anti-ability. And she's not strong as far as survivability, so D tier. Junkrat, S tier. Junkrat's S tier. Junkrat is my DPS main. The damage I put in Junkrat is insane. I mean, if you want to get technical, Junkrat technically is the only DPS besides Mei that has CC anymore. Like, they tried to take it out of DPS, but Junkrat has this trap. And the only reason I say Mei is because her ultimate, you still get frozen with her ultimate. So, you know, that is crowd control there. I mean, you just throw his balls. It goes everywhere. Yo, pause? Hold up. Anyway. Junkrat, S tier. Kiriko. Kiriko is S tier. Like I said, any character with invulnerability is S tier. Especially with the cleanse. Not only... So, a lot of people fail to realize, like, not only is this invulnerability, but this is cleanse. Like, you can cleanse ashes, fire. You can cleanse anti. I'm pretty sure you can even cleanse a Discord orb off of your teammates. What else can you cleanse? I'm not sure. I want to try and see if you can cleanse getting hacked. Like, if you get hacked, if you can cleanse a hack off your teammate. That would be interesting. I need to check that out. Lucio. The only reason I'm putting Lucio in S tier is because he's the only speed boost character, right? He's the only character in the game that increases your teammate's speed, so he's going in S tier. Mei. I've been seeing a steady increase of Mei players. And for that, I'm going to put her in A. No, I'm going to put her in S. I'm going to put Mei in S, bro. Not only is Mei thick, bro, but that CC within the DPS, it's crazy. Mercy. Now, with Mercy, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but where should I put Mercy? I'll put her in A because I got to stay true to myself and the experiences I've seen in game when I'm playing. Is if someone who knows Mercy movements, her survivability is insane. Like, I'm telling my team to focus Mercy, she doesn't die. And then that I've actually was watching a stream the other day, and they were focusing the characters that were getting pocketed by Mercy rather than Mercy herself, which I thought was interesting. But they were shooting the DPS that was getting pocketed, and they were having a easier time killing those that was being pocketed than killing Mercy. So I'm really gonna implement that into my next comp grind, and kind of focus on killing who she's pocketing. And if she does, and like, even if she goes for the res, it puts her in a vulnerable position. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And as far as A, I mean, like I said, she can survive for a really long time. She has a res. That's the closest thing to invulnerability is a res. And honestly, if it wasn't for her damage boost, she would be lower. So, Moira. This is from my experience, and in my experience, I am an S tier Moira main. So, that's all that needs to be said for Moira. Orisa, S tier. Orisa is probably the number one tank in season right now in meta. Pharah, if has a pocket Mercy, A. Yeah, most of the time she'll have a pocket Mercy. So, but now with everyone becoming getting good at his scan and soldier, and it's easy to take Pharah out. Ramattra, if played correctly, S tier, but the Ramatras I've seen have been B tier. Ramattra can and probably will be better once people realize like how to utilize his utility. Reaper's always S tier. He counters so many people, and there's little counters to him. So he's always going to be S tier. Reinhardt. The only reason I'm putting Reinhardt in A is because he's slowly shifting out of meta. I mean, he is your stand-up classic tank, and people who play him very well. But with Roadhog and Orisa being available, Reinhardt is becoming obsolete. And with that being said, Roadhog will go into S tier. Hook, one shot after hook, his vape, survivability, Kiriko being in the lineup, Hog S tier. Oh, I forgot about Sigma. That's another thing. That's another thing I meant. Because with Ramattra having a shield and Sigma having a shield, realistically, right now it's going to be, I think it's going on to meta. So, Sigma, though, is going to go with A. He's got to be above Ramattra. Sigma, in my opinion, has a better shield. The reason Sigma's shield is better is because of its positioning. With Ramattra, you can put it high and low and middle, but that's static. Ramatra's shield positioning, he can manipulate his shield better than Ramattra and makes it easier to counterplay and isolate players with his shield. So he's above Ramattra and A tier. Sojourn has got to go S tier. Most of the one shot characters will be S tier, except for Hanzo, because I don't care about Hanzo. But Sojourn S tier, one of the newer characters. Mobility is insane, and can one shot. Soldier. Soldier is not the best hit scan character anymore. right? So anytime there's a Pharah pharmacy, like, everybody's like, go soldier, go soldier. Me personally, I would go different character over soldier. I mean, and his ult, realistically, what is he gonna? He just runs at you, but I don't know. With everyone's positioning this season, soldier is not that good. Sombra is gonna go in C tier. The only reason Sombra is going in C tier is because, from my experiences, no one is playing Sombra, and I want to put her higher because of Hack and her ult. But from my experiences, no one's using her. Man, no one's using her. I gotta put her C. Symmetra S tier. I've every game Symmetra turrets. I mean, there was a TikTok posted about the turrets slowing you down, and I think after that I've been seeing a bunch of Symmetras. So yeah, Symmetra S tier. I think Torbjorn is S tier, but the Torbjorns I've seen have not played S tier. Tracer is gonna be A. I mean, she's a nuisance. Her survivability. The only reason she's not S tier is because, why is she not S tier? I got to thinking about it. The reason she's not S tier is because her damage output isn't that crazy, and a lot of tracers, I just feel like they use their teleport way too much in their recall, and it really hurts them. And like they go in, they're like, and then they go out, and then by the time they're back into the fight, everyone's already healed. And I don't think Tracer gives any sort of like edge against the team, rather than like going in the bat line and throwing an ult on a support. But Widow is going S tier. Her one-shot capabilities. And I've been seeing a lot of Widows on push. On the push maps. So Winton. The only reason Winton's not S tier is because we're getting out of like this dive. We're getting out of dive comp realistically, but we're also, it's hard to say because we're getting out of dive comp and we're also getting out of classic Rhine comp, and so this in between of like Orisa, Roadhog, kind of like frontline characters with more offensive capability rather than like going for one pick or holding a little bit defensive front line. And I feel like Roadhog and Orisa, if you try to backline them, they can very easily counter the backline flank. So Hammond, I saw this one TikTok user. He's like not old, maybe like in his 30s, almost 40s. Just leans on his couch playing ball. So, and he's pretty good. The balls I've seen have just been a nuisance. I'm gonna put him in B tier, just because I feel like Doomfist is better than Ball. Zarya, C tier. Zarya is definitely, I would say, out of meta. Now, I can look at the tank charts and see, but I don't think she's as good as she used to be. Zenyatta, I'm going to go S tier. Every time I use Zenyatta, having a Discord orb, like, for some reason the DPS won't be doing good, but as soon as I pull out Zenyatta and Discord people, I feel like DPS kind of get a better sense of direction of like, okay, let's shoot this person, and they actually start doing a little bit more DPS, and then Transcendence obviously can counter a lot of these ultimates. So that's me. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think about my tier list, and I hope to see you guys come through my stream, twitch.tv/realcheek. It is the realest and cheekiest stream on the TL. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching this video, and I'm going to try and start posting more Overwatch content on the YouTube channel, maybe some Wizard 101 content. But as far as that, I'm streaming on Twitch, and don't forget to check out my Twitter at realcheek. And as always, stay cheeky.